Hello, I am back. You may have thought I have died. Maybe I did die. Now I'm back from the dead. You never know these things. If the audio is not as good as it was, I am currently using, well, before I say what I'm using, I'm just going to put this out there. I don't monetize these videos, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. Mainly because I'm 16 years old, and if only 34 people watch one of my videos, doesn't matter who's sponsoring me, 34 people is not going to boost their percentage or profit margin by any means at all. So that's why I will now continue what I was going to say. And well, plus the thing I'm about to mention, they wouldn't sponsor me anyway, because I'm too bad at life. Anyway, so I'm using my Apple EarPods right now, and they have a little headset, so you may be able to hear me if I do this. I'm sorry if you can hear that, and now your eardrums are bleeding because you were also using headphones. I apologize profusely. I'm slightly out of breath because I'm talking a lot. I talk a lot, I don't breathe, and then when it's like, you have to breathe now, it's like... You know what I mean? Excuse me for a second. So, here in Canada, back on topic, it's cold. It's getting cold. Currently it is September 12th, 2014. Yesterday was the anniversary. Well, I don't think it should be classified as an anniversary because of how tragic it was, but I guess I think anniversary is the only word that works for it. So as much as an anniversary is supposed to be like a happy thing, I'm just clarifying I do not condone what happened, nor do I think what happened should have happened. It should never happen to anybody. And so yeah, the anniversary of the September 11th attack on the World Trade Center, also the Pentagon, and the also possibly was going to also be Washington D.C., like the White House was also possibly going to be attacked. Now I don't know how many of you have seen documentaries, but yeah, the one that was supposed to hit the White House was hijacked by the passengers from the hijackers. So the control was taken from the hijackers into the passengers, and since none of the passengers knew how to fly a plane, they sort of crash landed. But they fought against people who were going to who were trying to just cause terror and harm, and they took matters into their own hands and did what I probably wouldn't have been able to do because I'm a little baby when it comes to something like that. But yeah, so if you are watching this, and whether you're American, Canadian, or from anywhere else in the world, if you were by all affected by that, my condolences and everything goes out to you. And yeah, I don't know why I started on about 9/11 when I was talking about the date, but yeah, so it's the 12th of September, and it is currently cold, like I think we're at like 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit for those in the United States of America, nor do I want to find out what it is in Fahrenheit because that's too much work for me, and I just got home from school. I do not find it necessary to learn things. So yeah, I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold, which is why I may cough, sniffle, things of that nature. Yeah, so we've covered that. I've covered the fact that I may or may not be dead right now. I'm hoping you guys do realize I am alive. We've covered why the audio may be bad, and yeah, that's about it. It's currently I don't know how many weeks since 1.8 has been released, how many it is, but that also brings me to the point that I am currently playing on Minecraft 1.8. So, well, it shows it right there, so never mind, you guys should know that. If I go to multiplayer, most servers I have, Hypixel actually has 1.8 ready. Like, I can play that right now. This I kind of can't because they're stuck in the past. Hashtag noobs. And this is the BTC fan server, and he never updates. He doesn't update a lot compared to other servers. So yeah, that brings me to this. It's been a while since I've played on this. The last time I played was the 9th of September, and so that was a while ago. I am going to when I was trying out things on 1.8, there was a lot of like issues for me. So when I reverted back, me being an idiot, I obviously don't think, oh, maybe I should make a backup of my world. No, I just do it, and then I revert back and all my stuff is gone. So I have no choice but to either A, cry about it, or B, cry about it, or C, go into creative and at least get some of the stuff back that I knew I had, which is what I did. I'm not sure where I'm going to spawn. I'm going to spawn in my house, and it's going to be laggy as all get out while recording here. I'm getting, currently it says I'm getting like 20 frames per second, which is not the greatest in the world. Now it's like dropping down, but yeah, so I got some doggies here, some stuff. Some of these diamonds, like, I know I probably didn't have this much diamond, but I sort of estimated how much I had last time I checked, and then I went mining and I got a whole bunch more. Also, while I was in creative, I built some ender, or an ender farm. I just want to check to see if it's on peaceful. Okay. Yeah, I built an ender, and have been able to get levels and stuff. I've done some enchanting. I got these boots, really nice. Depth Strider's great, and a nice helmet as well. One thing you may know is there's this almost perfect little dirt square in the middle there, and that's because I was working on digging a hole down to, I forget what level it was, and make like a slime farm, but it was a task that I kept on running into problems with, that there was a lot of trouble getting everything to work out. I think I just had a whistle there in my speech. Took a lot of trouble, there was a lot of trouble behind trying to work it all out, and I decided the best thing to do is to fill it in. So there's probably some cave systems under my house where if I were to go through them, they have a pillar of dirt going directly through them. So yeah, I've been working on trying to get a more regular recording schedule set up, because you don't want to, like, I want to have a way to just, say today's a recording day, and then go ahead and record something, is what I've sort of been trying to get to do. So, yeah, until I can work out something that works best for me. I mean, I'm starting back into school, and this year I've found myself in a situation, because I'm out of an area for my school. I'm not in the right area to go to the school I'm going to. I'm out of encatchment, is what they say. And because of me being out of encatchment, I need to like I need to have some somewhat good grades. I'll figure out her name in a second. I need to have somewhat good grades to you know, to stay at the school, because they're allowing me to go there. There's a school nearby that is not a safe school, and you know, a lot. I've had, I guess, you could say, trouble with bullying and such, and you know, so going to a different school was sort of the best option for me. And I failed 2 classes last year, believe it or not. Well, I'm sure a lot of you can believe it because I am stupid. Yeah, so I failed 2 classes, and one thing led to another, and before school started, I had to go to the office and talked about whether or not I was allowed to go back into the school. They allowed me back in, but only on the condition that I do not fail any classes for the first half of the school year. And oh, I'm getting Skype notifications. Sorry about that. So that way I don't fail. If I fail, I can't go back for the second half or back for my last year of high school. So there's a lot of things that I have to keep, a lot of days that I have to keep open currently, just in case something comes up like, oh, I have a project due in like 5 days, so now now instead of having like 3 days where it's like, well, this day, and this day are recording days, I've got 2 specific days. One I record, and the next day I record and I edit the video one day, and then the next day I can upload it, all while doing homework. So I've sort of got it's set up where I can have 2 videos a week, which I'm hoping is a good amount of videos for everybody to enjoy. Also, so the rest of my time is probably going to be spent working at school, keeping everything there in check, making sure I've got all of that. And one thing, though, that I do need to work on still is all of my struggles with anxieties and OCD and ADHD and stuff like that, which I had in a channel update video, which you may or may not have watched. Yeah, a lot has sort of gone on. I didn't start recording when I promised I would, and I don't want to. I came up with the name, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so I probably spelled that wrong. Okay, so yeah, a lot of things have come up. Like, for instance, my grandmother, my grandma, not my grandmother. Well, technically she's my grandmother, but oh, badness. She has the summer before the summer that just ended, she had a heat stroke, and she came out of the stroke all right. Like, you know, she had trouble doing some things, but I mean, she lived through it and everything. Like, and she was able to do a lot of things without much help at all. And this summer, she had another stroke, and this time she wasn't as fortunate to be able to walk away from it, and she's no longer able to live on her own. She needs assistance. So part of that came up, and you know, that was a little something that I had to start to deal with. And then there's the fact that with my birthday and everything, part of I don't want to say this and sound like a douchebag, but with her being, you know, out of commission and not well, and everything that's been going on with her, she was not there to celebrate my birthday with me. And with getting money, I rely actually on my birthday for getting things like money and everything. And as much as that may sound like a dick, like I'm being a douchebag, but I'm not trying to be. It's just now that with my grandmother not being well, you know, I wasn't gonna be getting any sort of a gift from her or getting to spend any time with her, really. It was, I actually didn't think the stroke was as bad as it was, because of the first stroke I seen her a lot, and she looked alright, but this time, the stroke really hit her, and she looked like she wasn't herself at all. She looked really, really not well. So that was upsetting for me. Then there's my parents. They bought me a desk. They're gonna buy me a desk chair soon. They're doing all of this stuff for me, so you know, that's sort of what I got for my birthday from them. I'm not gonna get like a whole bunch of money, right? And I'm cool with that, because I understand the desk was like close to $200, plus the chair's gonna be close to $200. It's gonna be a nice chair, so $400 for me, I can't really complain. And then my Nana, I think she forgot about my birthday, to be honest, so that's also another downer. So I really didn't get a lot of money to get the things I wanted to have a better recording setup, so that's also gonna have a role in possibly less content right away. I'm going to do my best to, you know, make the best content I can for you guys, but I can't make any promises that it'll all work, that like there'll be content every day where I basically said, you know, this is a recording day. I may have to miss one day because something comes up in school, or with my grandmother no longer living in her house, we have to take care of her, or she has to move now, because she has to live in a home, a nursing home, which is what it's called, it's the name for it. So, with her needing that kind of care and attention, she's not able to live in her house anymore. And what my dad wants to do is he wants to fix up her house in order to make it like easier to live in, or not to remodel it, so he can sell it for her, get a lot of money, and that can go towards paying bills for things at the nursing home and stuff that she might not be able to afford currently. So my dad wants to do that. I probably will be helping out with some of that, and other things might come up. So chances are my schedule that I'm going to try and stick to is not going to be a 110%, like for sure that's how it's gonna happen, so it doesn't matter what you say, I'm doing it the way I want to do it, sort of thing. I don't even know why I said that, but chances are I'm gonna have other things that I need to do from time to time that may or may not interrupt scheduled recording. So if I do miss a day, it's not because I've died or I've given up on YouTube or that I hate you guys so much, because I would obviously love you guys, because you guys are just somewhat caring about what I have to say and my content. I mean, if you can listen to me ramble for 35 minutes, that's an accomplishment. I don't even know why I took the horse and went on a little journey, but whatever the reason is, well, there's no reason. So, oh, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna try and see if I can collect some wither heads, wither skulls, and then go and try and maybe fight a wither soon. I don't know. That may be something I could do, maybe not. But yeah. So that's sort of where everything's at with the whole, like, YouTube and keeping recordings all in check and everything like that. There's gonna be the ups and downs with recording schedules and times and stuff like that. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna try and make it as perfect as I can. yeah, so, I mean, yeah, that's about all I can really say at the moment. I hope that, you know, you guys have enjoyed some of the small content that I put out that was recorded during my time off with my collaborations and stuff like that. You know, I hope you enjoyed watching that and things of that nature. I mean, if you didn't, it's alright. I hope that it was something, why did I go here? This isn't where I wanted to go. Crud. You know, just in case you, you wanna... I can't speak anymore. Just in case you wanted to... Well, maybe I can show you the end. I mean, ender. Just in case you, like, you didn't want... Excuse me for a minute while I learn how to speak again. Okay, what was I gonna say? Come on. I was recording, not recording. This, and this, and that, and whatever else may be going on in the universe. Waffles and such, rambling on, losing ability to think and concentrate, making weird noises that are probably pissing people off. Yeah, cool. Alright, let me turn that down. That made me snap out of snap. Hopefully that's low enough for you guys. 25%. I could barely hear anything anyway. Until I unplug it, now I can hear everything fine. Hopefully the eardrums aren't bleeding. Just in case, I'll lower the volume just a little more. To 10. Okay, so it's fairly efficient of a ender. Plus, oh, yeah, we got your some lighting here. I know that's pretty ghetto, but this is sort of like a service hatch. So you don't usually come up here, and then you know you can come up here, and there's gonna be all of your like your spawn pads up here. Like I've got a viewing area here, so you could probably see there's the vines there, and those vines, they stop fall damage, because when they get up there, if they spawn at the top, then they fall too many blocks and will just die instantly. So that sort of, it resets how far they can fall, and with that, like they just fall, and they become one hit. Now if it's one block further down of a hole, like what's the word? If the hole is one further down, they'll just die if they don't live. Yeah, you can't get out there, even if you try. So, yeah, right now, it's like this, so that is there, so I can look at them and they won't get pissed, and I can stand here and I don't get pimp slapped by these guys. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of work here off camera. I did most of it, so creative building all of this, because I didn't feel like trying to build in the nether, or in the end here, with tools and all this material, and inevitably fall to my death and lose it all. So I figured, well, flying is probably the best way to do all of this without getting murdered every 10 seconds. And that was what brought me here. Now, I I think I've reached the cap here, and no more can spawn. Now, if I bring this down, like I come back here, we can flip that. That brings them down 1 block. Oh, yeah, he wants my nuts. Yeah, so then I can just throw all of these guys, and anybody who falls after them will just be a one-shot kill. And then, after all of them have died multiple times over, find a chest that's relatively empty, and you come and load your stuff up. When you're done, you just sort of pop this up, and boom. You've got magic. So, oh my god, I started rambling again. Yeah, I think I've mentioned everything and beat it to death with a stick repeatedly until it cried for mercy, and then continued to beat it to death because that's all I can do when I start talking on a rant or a long tangent or whatever else you may or may not want to call it. So I am completely sorry for that. This video is, if I remember correctly, I started recording at about 4:07 and it's now 4:28, so almost 30 almost 30 minutes of recording was done here. So that's a thing. That's gonna be a long episode. My home bed was missing or obstructed. Oh yeah, shoot, I forgot I had to make a new bedroom. I know where this place is. That's where that is. Okay, my helmet's here. At least that wasn't a hole to my death, because that would have been bad news bears. Not really. Yeah, so I think maybe that should be all for this episode. I've done a lot of talking, a lot of filling in. I showed a lot of what I've done. I mean, I haven't showed this, and maybe I should show you guys that. Ooh, with some skill right there. Not really, but I'm going to pretend it was skill. Alright, so we come up here. There's probably a lot nicer ways to do a farm so you don't see all the redstone. But, yeah, I rigged something up here with, well, I think you might know what it will do. Just give it a second. And if I stand back, yeah. You, basically, daylight sensor and, redstone, a torch. There's a way you can make it so that way the power from the sun will turn the torch off, which the torch is what powers all these lights. So once the sun comes up, your torches go kaput, or everything comes off because your thing is on, your daylight sensor. Anyway, so yeah, so all of this redstone is visible. I know it's ugly, but I'm no redstone genius, and I also have no skill at trying to hide redstone and still make everything work. So because I didn't feel like attempting to do any of that, I decided the best thing to do would be to just leave it the way it is. so as you could probably guess, these are full of bone meal. One stack per, I believe. And then you just walk along, do what you do, break all of the stuff, and collect everything. And then you come and you do a plant job here. So you come in, is he tracking? There should not be a way for him to get to me. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I hear skeletons. Anyway, maybe I'll turn the sounds up so that way if there's a guy coming behind me, I'll be able to hear him. Back to him. So yeah, I can show you guys this. Even though I know you guys have probably already seen something along this line. I know I missed one or two. Yeah, so each one is has its own little thing here. I'm trying to plant beef. Okay, yeah, so you can do all of that, and then you come over here and you well, that's why some of them. Just to make sure. As you can see, I missed one, but I'll just plant that now. Cool thing is see how this is fully grown and it's 55? If I press it, there's still 55. So obviously it'll just use what you need, not what you don't need. And then I could go through and I could just collect it all, but I really don't need it at the moment. And, yeah, so that's really where we've, what's happened since the last time I was recording. I've done a lot. I've made a new intro. No longer has the Fraps watermarker, or it's also longer, has I think better look to it. I hope, and yeah, everything should be a-okay. I hope, and I pray that you guys enjoyed this video. My dogs, I also colored their collars. Sunny, in real life, he has a brown collar, and Susie has a pink collar. Yeah, that's, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me ramble like goofball. I guess that's where I should end the video. If you guys have any questions on my schedule, because I don't believe I said what days, or maybe if you just have any suggestions for whatever you may want to suggest, a suggestion for suggesting. I said suggest a lot because suggesting suggestions is suggestingly fun. I'm an idiot. Don't quote me on suggestions. Also, oh, never mind, not also. Or maybe an also. Who knows also? Um, okay, I think that's all. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be working on getting into some sort of rhythm of things, and I truly hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys all in the next episode. Peace out, guys. Wrong button. Peace out, guys.